I am here with Tiffany Horn with Mirror Image Cleaning. Hey, Tiffany, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Um, all these interviews, basically what we do is we start out by letting everyone kind of tell a little bit about themselves, just kind of introduce yourself, your family, um, just so people know who you are as a person. So I'm going to turn it over to you and let you tell us about Tiffany.
Well, my name is Tiffany Allen. Well, Tiffany Allen, not Tiffany Horn anymore.
Sorry.
No, it's completely fine.
Okay.
So my name is Tiffany Allen. I am getting ready to be 38 in June. I am the owner of Mirror Image Cleaning Service, and I have been in business with Mirror Image for almost 18 years. So in December, it will be 18 years. So right now we're going 17 and a half, I guess you could say, strong. But it'll be 18 years once my son turns 18. And so Aiden will turn 18 December 9th.
Okay.
So that's a fun fact about us and like what we do. But I live here in Davie County. I'm a mom of one child who will be a senior next year at Davie High. And we're super excited to see where all of that takes us in that journey as well with everything else. So, but I own a business in Davie County. I've been here for 17 and a half years. And I actually moved here whenever I was, my allergies, whenever I was 15. I moved here whenever I was 15, and I've been here ever since, and I love Davie County, and we try to support and do anything and everything that we can for our local residents here in Davie.
Okay. And I will go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. Tiffany is my cousin. She is my much younger cousin. So, it's funny. I know you go by Tiffany Allen now, and I introduced you as Tiffany Horn. I'm sorry about that. But folks always, when you were going by Tiffany Horn, it actually will probably be better because folks always were like, are you kin to Wendy or are you kin to Tiffany? So, but it's not on the Horn side. It's on the Allen side. So anyhow, so I'll go ahead and put that connection out there as well. So it's good to have family on today. Okay, well, tell us, I know you talked a little bit about Mirror Image, just as far as being in business for so far 17 and a half years. But tell us a little bit more about it. What made you start a cleaning company?
Well, I decided to start a cleaning company because it was one of the things that I really enjoyed doing like all my life. Like I really enjoyed cleaning. It was a stress reliever for me. And it was something that I was able to relieve stress on, and I did it on a regular basis. And a lot of people don't like to do that. So I decided that I was going to start doing that on my own and see if I could reach out to a couple people. And a fun fact on this, with how I started my business, Chris Howe is the person who actually started helping me create my business whenever I originally started. And I always like to tell people, like my first two customers, like Kathy Bellucci, that I still have to this day. She is still with us, and she was my first customer. And I'll never forget the first time I went over there and cleaned her house. Mm-hmm. It took me 2 days because I wanted to make sure that I did it the way that it needed to be done because I'm OCD. Mm-hmm. And like I just pay attention to so many detail with everything that we do. And Kathy was like, Tiffany, you do not need to spend this much time on my house, but I had to. Well, after the first time cleaning the first house, I realized quickly that I could not do the job that I wanted to do on every house by myself.
Right.
So then I actually ended up bringing my mom in. Mm-hmm. And my mom helped me up until 3 years ago, I believe now. It's close to 3 years. My mom was my right-hand person that helped me on every job. And my mom had a stroke. And so she's not with us anymore. But we have amazing people that are helping us that are just as dedicated and do an amazing job and take the passion that I have far as cleaning to help other people, because that's what we like to do. We like to help other people and take a little bit of stress off of people, because there's so much that goes into your everyday life that people don't have time for.
Right.
You've got your job, you've got your kids, you got your husbands, you got your extended family that you need to do things with, and that you can't just like make all the time that you need to do everything that needs to be at home. But every woman wants a clean, happy home. And so we're able to sit there and take a little bit of stress off of them by being able to do that. And it's definitely a luxury experience. That's how I describe our business of what we do. It's a luxury experience. So like, it's just like going to the spa.
Mm-hmm.
It's like getting your nails done. It's like going and go getting a massage. Like when you get done having that experience, you feel so much more relaxed. Well,
right.
When you get your home cleaned, you feel relaxed, and you can do all the other things that you would like to do, as far as like spend time with your husband, spend time with your kids, just go visit family and friends and do all of that stuff too.
Right. Well,
so that's the reason why I started doing it, because I enjoy doing it so much, and I like to make other people feel good as well.
Yeah. Well, and it is I think like some people it may not bother. Like for me, I don't feel like I'm able to relax if my house is a mess, and so just being able to, when my house is in order, I feel like I'm a little bit more in order. So, so I think, when you can treat yourself to having someone come in and too, I think sometimes a lot of women, especially, they feel like, oh gosh, that's a weakness on my part that I can't get to the house and everything else. Well, you just can't do it all. So if you can treat yourself to someone coming in, every couple weeks or once a month, it just kind of gets you back to where you want to be in terms of the state of your house. So I agree. It is definitely a luxury to be able to do that. Okay, well, we're going to talk a little bit about how this coronavirus has impacted your business, because I know it has. So tell us a little bit about what happened, how it impacted you, and tell us how you all have been doing things differently.
Well, whenever the coronavirus hit, it definitely affected us immediately. So the first week of the shutdown, we pretty much lost like 85% of our work immediately. And we have very loyal customers that have kept in contact with us the entire time. Mm-hmm. And I know as soon as everything gets back, we'll be able to have those contracts back and be able to work for the commercial and the residential. But it came out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
And so like we were not aware that this was going to affect us in the way that it has. Mm-hmm. And it was like one day we were extremely busy to the next day, like we lost 85% of our work.
Right.
And everybody was telling us, well, once we get back up and running, then we're going to have you come back in.
Right.
And it was a matter of like our businesses were shutting down, because we do a lot of commercial work. Mm-hmm. So a lot of our business contracts were shutting down. And then we had the residential people that we worked for, and we worked for a lot of elderly people, and they were afraid of what the virus was going to do to them.
Right.
So like they were taking extra precautions. So were we. Mm-hmm. It was one of those things that we would never send anybody in there that was sick, and, really definitely taking care of the employees as well, just making sure that they were okay, to make sure that they could go in and take care of the customer the way that it needed to be done.
Right.
And I feel like we've done really good on that. We have researched a lot of different products since this has happened, and we have actually found a product that we can disinfect and clean with. And even though the other products that we use disinfect and sanitize and clean, the new product that we have found will continue to kill germs and sanitize for 24 hours after we put it on each surface.
Oh, okay.
So like we really looked into like, you know, the different products that we can use, and we have found that one. So it is something that we are continuing to use on a regular basis.
Right.
Just to make sure that we're taking care of our customers the way that they need to be taken care of, and using the extra precautions to make sure that they feel safe.
Right.
It's all about making everybody feel comfortable in this moment of the stage of life that we're going through.
Mm-hmm.
And we're really trying to, you know, focus on how we can do that.
Right.
How we can make sure that everybody knows that we're taking the extra precautions that we can in their home, in their business,
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that we're doing those things so that they can feel more at ease.
Right.
Because, you know, it's hard whenever, if you work with the public, it's hard to go in every day and you're that essential worker.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that the space that you're working in is sanitized, and we are making sure that we're like killing the germs and the viruses
Right.
that are on hand.
Right. Well, and I think about businesses like yours, you know, businesses like, you know, restaurant business, that type of thing. I mean, you guys were literally like, I mean, it was like one day everything was fine, and the next day it was like, bam. So I think,
Exactly.
you know, a lot of folks don't realize how for some people it was relatively a gradual transition, but for some people it was overnight. And I think for you all that was probably definitely the case. But you feel like people are beginning to, which I'm sure, you know, some people probably know they need people to come in and do those really, you know, deep cleans, those sanitizing cleaning sessions. So do you feel like folks are, I don't want to say they're not afraid, but they're beginning to feel a little bit more comfortable with letting you all come back in and do some of those jobs?
We've actually gotten quite a bit of work back as of last Friday.
Okay.
So if I'm not mistaken, last Friday was stage 1
Mm-hmm.
with the government.
Right.
So once everybody got the go ahead for stage 1, we have now gotten several phone calls of our customers calling us back. We've actually gotten several of our commercial businesses that have called us back and let us know when they plan to reopen,
Mm-hmm.
and are already planning for us to come back to, which is we're very, very thankful.
Right.
I know that they know that we're going to take care of them, and we're going to make sure that we can do everything that we can to make sure that everything is as clean as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know that we know exactly what we're doing in that aspect. So once again, like, we're really thankful. You know, it's been a hard 2 months.
Yeah.
With everything that's happened, but like as of last Friday, we've gotten several phone calls of having people say, "Hey, we can't wait for you to come back.
Yeah.
We need to schedule you on this day so that you can come in and, like, you know, get us on your schedule so that we know that you're going to come in and clean." And that makes us feel good, because
Yeah.
I know that they know that we're going to do what needs to be done for them and their customers.
Right. Well, that's good to hear, because I think, you know, now that people feel like there's a sense of Tiffany?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I had a phone call coming through.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I think now that people feel like there's a little bit of a sense of things are starting to reopen, they know services like yours they need. So that's good to know that some of that is beginning to come back. Let's see. Tell me this is, I know we've already gone through, like, you know, how people are so concerned with keeping their homes virus and germ free, and the fact that you all are using a new product that allows you guys to keep things sanitized for 24 hours, even after you leave, after you finish the job. But when folks start thinking about giving you all a call for work, what are some, you know, you all do more than just coming in and vacuum and dust and mop. So tell us some things that you guys do that people may not realize.
Well, we do so many different varieties of, like, it's a widespread.
Mm-hmm.
So we can do anything from a deep clean to a general clean to windows to blinds, new construction. We can do factories. We can do warehouses. All commercial properties. We can do commercial new construction as well.
Okay.
There's really not a job that's too small for us to come in and do. We've also actually done something that people may not be aware of, is we've done the smoke removal. To where you've got like the soot coming through the fence of your house. We actually know the steps of doing all of that too, to take that off and get ready for the painters and the construction that you need for your home as well. We've done that too.
Okay.
So literally there's a widespread of everything that we can do.
Right.
We can do as little as you want, and we can do as much as you want.
Yeah.
And we're definitely equipped to handle every job depending on what needs to be done.
Right.
And, you know, we've been doing this for several years. So if there is something that we're not aware of, we can definitely research that, figure it out, and make sure that we can take care of it for you as well.
Yeah. Well, I think that's good to point out, because, I mean, there are some jobs that just people hate to do. Like, you know, you mentioned cleaning blinds. You know, maybe that's one thing that you just don't want to do. And so knowing that you can call somebody like you and they can come out and do that one job that you just don't want to do, or that you've been putting off forever. So so that's good to know that you guys will do things almost sort of a la carte. So
yeah.
So
and we also do trash removal. I forgot to mention that too. So we definitely partner with Cozart Handyman Service. And they've got all the equipment that we need to be able to actually go in, and they can clean out a full house.
Okay.
So that's part of the services that we offer as well. So, you know, because a lot of times we have to have the trash removal before we can do the cleanup.
Yeah.
So we can get it all taken care of at one time.
So would that be like maybe there's been a rental property, somebody moved out and they left it a mess, and you go in and you're okay.
Yeah, we can do that. It's even with people who want things moved to a different area. We can do that as well. So it's not necessarily just the trash removal. If there's furniture and different things that need to be moved out of a home and you're wanting us to clean, we can get them to come and take care of that for us as well.
Okay. Well, that's good to know too. So, okay. Well, I think that about covers all our questions. Was there anything else you wanted to add before we hop off?
I think we covered everything. I just want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to be able to speak today and reach out to people and let them know everything that we do.
Well, I appreciate you joining me, and I'm sure I will see you around.
I know.
Okay. See ya.
All right. Thank you, Wendy.
Bye.